Believe me, such a life is but one small step away.
What point is he trying to make? Freedom? But why would you offer me that?
The creation of a world is the ultimate scientific experiment. I have taken my research to the highest level, where I shall be not just a god, but also a servant to many. A god's laboratory is the perfect playground. But it needs the right occupant to explore. Mortals are found everywhere one looks. Not so with Descenders. I'd prefer my first...
So the condition for entering the new world is to take innocent lives. Could I really bring myself to kill others for my own benefit?
Have you made up your...
I can't do it. Your playground is no place for me. You're putting your hopes in the wrong person. But we both know I'm not quite the hero you say I am either.
You've grown a lot since we last met. But there are still things you are... Why don't I lower my requirements a little as a gesture of goodwill? I'll give you a little time to...
I really doubt I could live that...
And yet you already sound less defiant than a moment ago. The benefits appeal to you because you can read the... Why don't we return to my research facility? Your last visit was... Now to that question,
Heroes don't attack from behind. Guess I'm no hero.
This is most disappointing. Now then. A new face. Interesting.
You're still gonna call me Hat Guy after that, huh? I didn't see anyone else in there who needed saving. It's nothing. I'll be fine. Why are you looking at me like that? Is it that shocking that I'd come to your rescue? I owed you a favor back in Sumeru. Distracting Dotori was tough. I won't lie. He's not gonna fall for the same trick twice. That was my I never... Dotori doesn't recognize me. But his segments were originally made based on... I expect it's only a matter of time before he figures...
So Dotori doesn't recognize Wanderer. Did he really miss his only chance for revenge?
Why the long face? Hey, I'm not blaming you, okay? And I'm not complaining either. Rescuing you and kill... Everyone would be pretty stuck without you.
How are you holding up? Hat Guy said to put safety first, so we agreed to run as far away as we could after leaving the energy field.
You don't look injured. It seems that Dotori...
All right. Rescue... There's a lot more work to be done.
Understood. I will bear. I don't see what's so awesome about it, though. Does he really think everyone else is as immature as him?
I thought you might say that. How's your progress?
Quite promising, actually. Remember how I asked you to look up some files for me? That stuff on the Nazi-Kreuz Institute. René de Petrichor and Jakob Ingold. Alain Guillotin despised René's theories and methods, but he never managed to come up with better alternatives either.
I thought Alain was like a father to you. He and René were mortal enemies, were they not?
And what would you say if Linny and his friends one day learned something useful from someone you utterly detested?
I would applaud them for it. That would mean that they have surpassed...
For all we know, Alain Guillotin might have thought the same thing. Not that it matters, though. Once you die, it doesn't matter how great you were in life. Only the living get to decide what happens next.
Hey, come on out. They're back.
Huh? You're back? And your head's still screwed on?
What does it look like? Way to keep your...
Excuse you.
Glad you're okay. Yes, it's a huge relief.
Worry? Oh,
We were worried sick.
hey!
The Traveler and I were already friends. You are free to join this mission and...
It's a laugh.
I must say, I was quite surprised when Mr. Albedo told me.
We discussed this on our way back as well. I am rarely so unequivocal.
He said he knew what he was doing. Albedo and I pretty much had to just wait outside on standby.
You didn't have to mention that.
Well, I'm thoroughly impressed. You are...
Is he back? Is he really back? Traveler! It's really you! Oh, thank goodness!
You can finally breathe easy, Paimon.
It's great to have you back in one piece! Oh. Bye, look at them. You know, once you
It's nothing. Same goes when you get to my age, too. I bet Aino and Anefa would be tearing up as well if they were here.
Varka.
Oh, yeah, good point. Hey, your eyes are looking a little red and puffy.
What? Ew, no! No, thank you.
Everyone, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. But the silver lining is, while I was being held captive, I learned a lot about Dottoro's current capabilities and what he plans to do with them.
The three moon goddesses were even more powerful than we imagined. Oh, what...
Utter blasphemy.
While everyone was gone, Nefer and I made an interesting discovery. And I believe Miss Sandrone...
Called it. Getting rid of a pesky troublemaker like her is like trying to clean up after a crumbly cake.
Our next step is to find a way to bring her back.
A place where time flows backwards, with no destination in sight. Surely it must have been created for a specific...
It sounds like she's on a specific path through time, just traveling in the opposite direction. The question is, where does that path lead?
We considered that question as well.
Indeed not. Every road has an end.
Nicole! You sure love...
I do, in fact. It's something I've always done at our mage's tea party. You wonder what lies at the end of her road. Well, just as the world has a beginning and an end, so too does time. But where Miss Columbina will end up along this road... What about the original? All things do. In the beginning, no moons adorned the sky. It was the Dragon King Nibelung who raised the three... They were shadows of the planet, born to wield Nibelung's authority and oversee the world on his behalf. But then one day, they disappeared just as...
Like I thought. No more paths back to reality have emerged. But how can I be sure that I'm going the right way without scenes from reality to keep me on track? I can't even be sure of how long I've been walking for. The further I travel, the less stable this space becomes. They can just materialize out of thin air. Is that the ray here of Solnari?
You are the moon goddess. But how? Please, there's no need.
I find that a little difficult.
The way you used my own power against me was... And then, in the final moment before I was thrown into this...
Mr. Dainsleif.
Right. It was when I first got here. I was filled with how I cursed and devoured. I tore everything, but to no avail. This is the second time I've entered this space. But this time I survived. It must...
Are you the source of the abyssal power?
Not all of it. Some is from when I first arrived, but there was already a degree of abyssal power here before I entered. And like a venomous snake...
Tried to?
Yes. Because after that, the world...
What do you mean?
The voices in my head. And then...
Her?
Thelindis.
Never mentioned that she saw a memory of the
More precisely, I saw her afterimage. I'm sure the real her is long... Anyway. Why have you...
If I hadn't escaped through the moon gate... What?
You'd like to know how I know. The one who resurrected me said so. I could hear a deep... Dottore. He'd been collecting fragments of my body for a long time. Also, I had no interest in his research. But being as corroded by the abyss as I was, we were all...
So that's why the Wild Hunt suddenly became so active in Nodcry.
Moon Goddess?
What?
I know this is a lot to ask, especially from someone who tried to kill you, but this is the only thing I'd...
What do you...
I'd like you to take a message to...
Thelindis?
Yes. She's dead. I can sense that some part of her soul remains here.
Why don't you go and speak to...
I can't. I don't know why, but all I can see is a glimpse of her, walking away. In return, I will clear... No, not in return. Yeah. Well, I'm tired of it all. Tired of the person I became. I think I grew tired.
What do you wish to tell?
All of it.
Is it okay if I give her the... Like the part where you relentlessly tried to kill...
Love demands honesty. We hid too much from each other. But after living my whole life... There. The abyss...
Even though Mr. Dainsleif felt he had to fight you. He said that you betrayed him. But he also felt great remorse and...
Why tell...
Because... If he'd known that someone could take a...
I know this will sound strange coming from me, but... Don't...
The abyss is no longer obstructing my path. Is that the Lindis? She wasn't far off at all. And yet, they can never. Hello, Miss Lindis.
Who are you? How?
You can call me Columbina.
Rerir? My Rerir? Is he well?
He's doing
better than he was, huh?
Others have had a rough time on his account too. In many cases. And I'm not just talking about the children.
So, things got...
Are you sure you wish to know?
Yes. This is my opportunity to learn the truth.
I admire your courage. However, time... Rerir had seeds of hatred in his heart, and many people nursed them for their own end. But in the end, he came to regret his mistakes. Beyond that, he didn't. But I'm sure that you've always been on his mind. You are what
I'm sorry, Miss Col.
It's all right. I understand. Well, that's
Wait. Time flows backwards here. The road ahead.
I know. I intend to reach the end of that.
Without a moon marrow, without the 3 moons' power, you won't make it far.
You could say that.
I see. I often think to myself, if life is like a train ride, and it's not just me, it's this whole place, wherever it is, it seems like I must seem so ridiculous. I can't answer these basic questions, and yet, thinking back, I was suddenly overcome with fear and terror in that moment. Perhaps I used to be a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum in Conria, researching the Rerir was one of the Vinster King's retainers. I wanted to help him escape his lot in life. I wanted him to be happy. At the time, I thought I could just go back to the day that It was only after meeting the princess that the Vinster King started going too far with his research into the abyss. I couldn't kill the Vinster King himself, so I had to find another way to save Rerir. I'm sure it was a futile endeavor, but the abyss probably enhances the basest human desires. But I was simply too weak. Like a speck of dust against the whole universe. I know I'm never getting out of here, but you're different. You can make it, and I want to help you.
How do you plan to help?
Have you noticed the golden energy that exists? Based on my past research and my observations since coming here, I can share what I've learned and help you understand the... I think you just might... Now, I know. Also, I've been speculating about where the documentation was scanned, but from what I know of the legends about the moons, I have no way of verifying any of it by this point. But if it's true...
Understood. Thank you.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. If you hadn't entered this realm of everlasting death, what use about Rerir?
It wasn't your fault.
That's not true. Because we both feared bringing trouble upon each other. Neither of us, but enough about that. I wish you a safe journey, Miss... And may the outside world never have to experience pain like this again. Rerir? You're there, aren't you? I cannot see you, because you exist in the future. I expect we'll be trapped in this prison of space-time for all of... But please, gaze upon the past, and then sit for a while. Let's find a place to sit down together, just like we did when we first met.
much further till I reach the end? Is there even an end to be found? Everything's getting blurry. Are you all right, little sister? Have you come from the distant future?
How exactly did the moons just disappear? Shouldn't it be a little harder to get rid of major creations like moons?
The world is a vast and ancient place. On a certain scale, all life lasts for but a fleeting moment.
Miss Nicole explained that the moon goddesses likely perished in the War of Funerary Flame. The moons themselves were also destroyed at that time.
Am I missing something then? Huh, you're right!
Why do their birthplaces differ? What's the...
Also, remember what Sandrone said? Her scans detected 4 moons.
Technically, the result of the scan means that in other words, this piece of information alone isn't enough.
Yep, we have no way of staying up to date on whether she's dead. But at least she's trying her. Yeah, she's a tough cookie. And a sore loser, too. As much as it pains me to say it, we've got no chance of beating Dottore in a straight-up fight. That maniac is going to devour everything in his path until he reaches us. We need to find someone or something that can stop him. I'll be frank. Our only hope of defeating this false god is with a real moon goddess on our side. I'm not just saying, and I know that even she was no match for him when he attacked, but...
We're not giving up on saving her, whether she can defeat Dottore or not.
Right. Don't worry, Miss Sandrone.
No one's trying to argue that we can only justify saving our friend because it...
So... she's more...
Absolutely.
Duh! She's part of the gang! And you are too, you know. Yes, I know. You don't need to labor the point. I knew that the moment I came running over with my documents. Anyway, as for how we get Columbina back, I've been working on it constantly. I'd probably get there if I could continue my calculations, but the problem is... Computing power? You mean you need more energy? No, the issue isn't energy, it's processing power. There's so much data to get through that the whole process has just ground.
That's a tricky problem.
René de Petrichor of the Nazissenkreuz Ordo once foretold the fate of the world. But I don't... However, that won't work for me. His methodology was vastly different from my own. What's worse, they're incompatible. Ugh, this is so annoying. If I'd known we'd run into a bottleneck like this... Well, no. What do we do then? You don't get it, do you? I'm trying to... And I need accurate results, not vague prophecies. Where the heck am I gonna find the computing... Anyway, time to shelve the discussion on technical difficulties.
Either way, we've done what we can. Rest well, everyone. Remember to let us know if anything...
Hat guy? Is he hinting that...
Let's go somewhere a little... You know that Dory went back to Sumeru, right?
Yeah, she mentioned she was planning to head...
Things aren't looking good for Notcry. She's gone to spread the word so that From what I know of Dottore, there are 2 possible reasons why he hasn't made a move yet. One is that he's still working through some kinks in his new powers. The other is... He'll easily devour everything eventually. So I guess the first false god he made was me. Now it's his turn. Even though he once told me that becoming a god was like turning yourself into a hungry wolf or giant serpent to devour the moon. Clearly, he's always wanted to get his greedy hands on divine authority in the desert of Sumeru. There is a chessboard built by King Deshret, also known as Al-Ahmar. I don't know if it was a real game, but creating games and setting rules. Gods do that. Now he has the Trilunar Authority. His power is leagues beyond the common people. I don't think there's any point in other nations rushing to the front. Either way, Dori will inform Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she will contact the other. The Seven will have some recourse available. If nothing else, their protection should keep the rest of the world. So on the bright side, even if Nodcry is doomed, your friend's another name.
That's good to know. But I'm not ready to give.
There's a word for people who refuse to let anything go.
Maybe it sounds greedy to you, and probably naive. Battles are fleeting, but the will to fight is a long-term commitment. Give up for evil.
Why do you always feel the need to do the right thing? No one is born to be a saint. I mean, who's gonna criticize you if you fail? Or give—
Don't take this the wrong way, but Dottore said something similar to me.
Not necessarily. It's less about belief for me. I just want to know how determined you really are. After all,
you look kinda worried.
If your arch-nemesis was about to achieve their ultimate goal—
That's true. Dottore is about to become an omniscient, omnipotent. Still, you're calmer than I expected.
Obviously. I have to admit that my past self was a reckless fool who misunderstood not only the point of revenge, but how to achieve it. And as much as I want my vengeance, I know I'm not gonna get it by Too bad it never taught me any other virtues, though. So,
what's your plan?
I'll get to that. First, tell me, what do you think of Sandrone?
Just like Paimon said, she's a friend.
How much do you trust her? This is a serious question. Think.
Although she's with the Fatui, she has her own values, and she's helped us a lot. I see no reason not to
If you say so. In that case, the three of us need to talk. It can be solved.
How much?
Sometimes your heroism really backs me into a corner. You know that? Come on, let's go talk to her.
Miss Androne, Traveler.
Hey there.
Paimon's here too! She was just helping them sort through their things. That was fast. The call only just ended.
Well, you said it was urgent, so we got here as quickly as we could.
Albedo, I have some alchemy questions for you.
I see. Looks like my knowledge proved useful after all. If I might ask, what is the end goal for the modified formula you'll be using?
I needed to predict the future of the entire world. But I've run into some—
I see. I'll have a look at it. Still, computing power is the real issue here. How do you plan to solve it?
About that, it's been sorted.
Oh, with the Traveler's help?
Actually, you're not wrong.
Was it Hat Guy?
Yeah, it was him.
Wow! Go Hat Guy! Seems like all that time studying at the academia is paying off big time.
But where is he? Wasn't he the one who—
Come with me.
Hat Guy?
Hat Guy! Can you— No response.
Hat Guy mentioned that he was a puppet. It seems that his functions are... I presume this has something to do with...
That's right. He and the Traveler came to see me. Wait, what? You have a...
Would you calm down?
Excuse me? How would you know?
Oh, please. It doesn't take that long to...
Where does a mere student get that kind...
I've actually published more papers than you. Not that status counts for much. Even Paimon's applied for academia admission.
Huh? Are you serious?
See? This is why I can't be bothered to explain myself. She recognized...
Okay, fine. I'll hear you out. So, tell me, how do you prepare...
This world itself is constantly processing all kinds of information. If it's the world's future you're trying to calculate...
Easier said than done. Only Irminsul can handle... Wait, is that what you're suggesting? But surely...
You should be able to tell that I'm not...
Yeah, I noticed. The technology, though, seems pretty ancient.
Conrian, to be precise. I'm what they... Puppets need an energy source and processing power. The artisans who built...
You.
The Traveler and I have talked it over. He's willing to vouch for you. So, I'll allow you to borrow my... It was built using wood from a silver white tree. Which...
Conrian technology and Irminsul wood. Are you sure about this? A puppet without its core will cease functioning completely. And if it's...
I can put 2 and 2 together.
I won't lie to you. This has never been...
Doesn't matter.
Did you two actually talk this through?
Yes, we discussed it. The bottom line is, let's give it a shot, shall we?
Honestly, I have no clue where this kid even came from. I'm very close to finishing my calculations now, and the core is currently in use. So I'm sorry. This is what the core looks like.
A silver white branch. It's...
Is Hat Guy gonna be okay?
He's not gonna die, right?
In theory, he should be fine. Beyond that, all I can say is that I'll try my best.
I think I know why you called us here now. Someone needs...
Correct. He said that the only ones he trusts here are you two. And the Traveler.
He will have our undivided...
Aww. On a more positive note, things are progressing steadily on my end. I'll call everyone...
The worst case scenario with the core removal is either a system reset or a total loss of function. But I'm not afraid. A core is completely different from a heart. It's like another vital organ entirely. I never believed, but in the end, it turns out the core was more useful to me. Do you think there's any difference between a puppet and a human? If not, then this would just be another samsara. I have already experienced both a past life and a next life. Part of me wonders whether I'm only capable of making this decision because I've become a real human. What's with...
Sandrone will succeed, won't she?
She will. We all have to persevere.
That's right. And I'll protect you all until a moment of victory arrives.
Who are you? Call me Sonnet.
You have the same power as Canon.
Sonnet.
Oh, goodness. You recognize me? Well then, what's your name?
Columbina. Columbina Hyposelenia.
Hyposelenia? What a lovely name. Did you...
It was a joint effort between me and my friends.
Friends? You mean your friends in...
Huh?
Oh, sorry. You must be exhausted. I apologize. Hang in there.
Do you mean the other two moon goddesses? Arya and Canon?
Wow, you sure know a lot. Hey, does that mean... Oh, it's alright. You could say we were too prepared. When did you get here? How long has it been?
I can't say for sure, but it feels like it's been forever.
I see. Are you feeling alright? You look a little unwell.
I can hold out a while longer.
We don't have far to go. The place where my sisters and I are based is just up ahead. Don't worry, they're both really nice. I'll introduce... Sisters! I'm back! And look who I've brought with me. It's our lovely little sister, born in the far future.
The pleasure is all mine.
Allow me to introduce you to Columbina Hyposelenia. This is Arya, the goddess of the eternal moon. And this is Canon, goddess of the frost moon. Canon, don't you think Hyposelenia's power is similar to...
Hello, Columbina.
It's fine.
You seem shy. Don't worry, Columbina Hyposelenia.
Could you tell me where here... Please.
My dear sister, this is where Tevat's original ruler, the Dragon King Nibelung, imprisoned...
What? You're scaring her.
No, I'm fine. Please.
Nibelung, our original master, created us in the distant...
But he left this world and traveled into the dark universe beyond.
Day and night, we fulfilled our duty in the heavens, until the day that the first descender arrived.
The great ruler of the firmament.
The heavenly principles.
Is that what later generations call them? I see. But we did not reject them. We coexisted in peace.
Slowly, however, we came to realize that our guest had a growing...
And you didn't stop it?
No. There was an order to the rules they set up that Nibelung never taught us. We wanted to know if this order would bode good or ill for Tevat. All right. Canon and I wanted to know. Sonnet was against it from the...
Later, we discovered that this great ruler of the firmament bore an almost paranoid hostility toward the desire of certain life forms to seek power. They would even cast down celestial nails as manifestations of their power.
Only this was far beyond mere
Right. Their rules brought order. I did everything in my power to help the punished escape
The ancestors of the Frost Moon Scions were some of the ones you had.
But just when we had decided to take countermeasures, the Dragon King, Nibelung...
And so began the War of...
So, that's the name the...
Well, who won in the end?
As far as I know, the Heavenly Principles won. Although it came... And the world's original master, the Dragon King Nibelung.
And what of the moons? Are there still 3 moons?
You can tell us the truth, Columbina. We know we are but remnants.
Only the Frost Moon remains. But the eternal and iridescent moons were both shattered during.
So death finally came for us in the end.
Sonnet.
But you're.
A moon goddess cannot live without her moon, Columbina.
She's right. That's why I began to disappear.
Our souls may endure within this lunar palace, but if our moon...
Then we shall disappear.
I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize to us, dear sister. If anything, we owe the world an apology. If only we'd decided to act sooner, rather than arguing amongst ourselves.
All the more reason not to spend this time in regret and repentance. Instead, we should focus our efforts on how we might...
Sorry?
Don't you see, Columbina, your story is not yet over. Is that not why you are here?
It's initiate numerological array. Continue running primary process. Calculate the world's fate through extrapolate. Secondary process. Scan for moons. Still 4. The number of moon marrows hasn't changed. Wait, let me think. Is it possible that there's something I've been misunderstanding about the moons all along? Variables. Variables in the world. I know where potential variables within the world come from. So what about the moons? Are there any variables there? Like their life or death, for instance. What if being alive or dead makes no difference to a moon? But that's so strange. Even immortal gods can die. Why would the moons alone be? Wait! Wait! I've got it! I've got it! If alive or dead is considered a variable, we might have had this wrong the whole time. No one ever said that a moon marrow equals a living moon. We just made that assumption ourselves. Initiate secondary process. Scan again. This time filtering out interfering perimeter, moon marrow. I don't care if they're natural or artificial. Get them out of my search results! Why? It says 3 moons still exist in Teyvat. Even redo the scan. Narrow the results to living moons and real moons. No, scrap that. Why? Why? What is this, Columbina? Has the world lied to us? Or are you the one pulling the wool over our eyes?
So, you think that the moon's reflection might be where
Yes, it would explain a lot, such as why that space would respond to a moon goddess's power. It would also explain why Miss Columbina has been unable to leave, and why—
In the messages she sent, Columbina promised us she'd find a way to return.
The fact that she still has yet to reappear in this world indicates that returning from that place is no easy feat. We cannot afford to simply wait for her.
So you're saying, if she could return by her own power alone, she would have done so long ago.
Yes, she certainly wouldn't leave it to this late stage when it's so touch and go. I've been giving this some thought, and I've come to believe that Luana's harm might be an anchor that she left behind, as a sort of future waypoint. This could also explain why Luanatar is always by the Traveler's side.
Sounds like a plausible theory. If that's the case, there must be some criteria we need to fulfill. The question is, what could they be?
Hello? Listen. Not only is Columbina alive, but she may well exist in a form unimaginable to us. I'm still unclear on the details, but she's done something truly inconceivable in the past. And the clue to what she's done lies in the moon and Tevat's sky.
Truly amazing.
I'm sure we all feel the same. And I'm sure Columbine...
I'll keep my calculations going and try to find some way of coordinating with her.
How can the dead moon still live? And Luanatar...
It's hard to believe that's...
Our authority is linked to the most fundamental rules of Tevat. I suppose it's no one...
I didn't realize that when you said friends, you meant people who...
Have you?
Of course. Between us, we've tried everything.
It's like the center of a whirlpool. Everything ultimately can...
In that case, have you tried using any...
Sorry?
There are passages through which you can make small-scale changes to reality, or am I the only one who can use those passages?
Kuvaki.
You don't know? It's a unique kind of...
Oh. Well, it's true that the moons first rose up, but there is no difference in the elemental energy.
What?
Could you show us some of this Kuvaki?
Okay.
Isn't that just your power?
What? But it's everywhere in Nodcry. In the air, in the land.
How curious. This Kuvaki certainly did not exist anywhere.
Let alone influence living creatures. So, how exactly does...
This is so strange.
Columbina, you're
Yes. If I am to help my friends...
You mean...
This sounds extremely risky. The Three Moons' powers are not mutually compatible. Concentrating them...
I know.
Even so, let's say we successfully transfer our authority. Niblin constructed this realm specifically to prevent us from using our powers to interfere in his war. No moon goddess can leave this place alive.
What if...
Where do we even start? How are we supposed to figure out what...
Columbina?
If she really got to the beginning of time in there, how do you think she'd... You don't think she'd write it down?
Seems like Columbina may not talk a lot, but she...
Let's review what we know. This is the Columbina who fought alongside us against... She knows our personalities, our way... So, if she wanted to tell us something from a long... Oh. Traveler, you once said that those golden ripples... What if Columbina left Luanatar here? If she is part of Columbina, and Columbina knows that I can see past events through her...
Oh yeah! Like when you peeked into Rarer's past through his heart!
Nefer, wait! If you're right about this, and you can really see past events through...
Oh, I know. Looking at Rarier's past in Conria was already enough of a strain on my eyes. It'll surely blind. But it's our only chance. This is the only way.
Boss.
We spoke about this once, a long time ago. Do you remember what I said?
But...
What's wrong? I'd be overjoyed if I were you. This day's come a lot earlier than either of us. I need to know you'll honor our agreement.
Yes, Boss Nef.
Are you sure you don't want...
What is there to think through? I should have gone blind after our battle with Rarier. Frankly, it's almost
Then at least let me take... And if you really do lose your sight, I'll...
Oh, please, anything but that. I was
As if I could ever scare you.
All right, enough.
All done.
Good. Now give me some space. Come on then, little one. Show me what happened in the past.
Between the Trilunar Authority, Kuva, I think I might know how to get back. Time to go talk it over.
I hope it's not too dangerous. Come on, let's...
It seems you have reached... I'm all ears.
Have you figured it out, Columbina? Tell us.
I intend to die here. And
what? What are you... And how will you inform these future friends of your plans? You can't exactly leave oracles. Nothing can escape. And even if you found a way, what if they never find them?
No. That won't...
Come again?
They will find my message.
I'm not following.
It's quite simple. First, I will leave my soul here.
I see it.
Your soul? You mean you're a divinity?
Yes. I once left a portion of my soul in the future. One so small that this prison barely... In this very moment, she can resonate with my... When the time comes, I believe that she can serve as an anchor to pull my soul from here...
Just as gravity connects...
Exactly. In the future, where I came from, in a similar way, I can feel a connection to the soul fragment I left.
But how do you just leave your soul here?
On my way here, I met an ordinary mortal. Her body is long gone, but her soul remains. And before that, I encountered an old enemy who's in...
So, perhaps this space is specifically designed to imprison divinity.
Still, even if your body can escape, would it not just be a lifeless husk without the soul inside? Wait, is that what you meant?
Yes. I shall turn my body into moonlight. That power shall protect the land and quietly blend into it, awaiting my soul's return in the future. However, I would need your help to do this, so I'm humbly asking for your assistance.
Oh, dear sister, you need not be so formal. As I said before, we are but remnants of a bygone age. You, on the other hand, were born alone in that distant future, and you have walked a long and lonesome road since then. Don't forget, we are your sisters, your family.
Arya's right. Actually, I've always wanted a little sister. Can you imagine how it's been for me? Getting nagged by 2 older sisters all the time. Now, I finally get to be the big sis. And not just that, but I get to help you return to your world, too. How could I...
Cannon?
I'm sorry. I know this is a bold request. The frost...
Oh, no, please. Don't misunderstand me, Columbina. I was just... thinking back on the years that the 3 of us once spent together. You cannot imagine how happy I am to hear of the future world you describe. The Frostmoon Scions, your lovely, kindly... For the 3 of us, whose purpose in life was to maintain the peace in Teyvat, it is a great relief to know that the people of this world live in such an abundant future. If your plan can save them, and save not cry. Besides, the 3 of us have been together since the day we were born. I could never abandon them to live on alone without them.
Cannon...
Still, I do have one question.
Certainly.
Why do you cover your eyes?
Yeah, I was curious about that too. But it seemed personal, so...
I wish to hide my feelings.
I see. Perhaps that decision saved you from ever having to see the false sky again. But promise me this, Columbina. I'm sure that you know this already, but that is your true home. Give me your hand, Columbina. Arya, Sonnet, you too.
Okay.
All right.
We once were the songs sung for eternity, but now it is you who must continue to sing.
We once were the tides in the great river of time, but now we subside, and you arise.
We were the messengers of madness and inspiration, but now the lies have faded, and your truth must endure.
We are souls awaiting the sun. You must return.